Mercedes AMG Project One, the future of hypercars. It is common knowledge that we have sports and supercars. However, did you also know we have hypercars? If you haven't heard about them before, we don't blame you. It is a relatively new term that people are just getting used to. Over the years, gearheads have attested to the incredibly high performance of supercars, but hypercars take that performance a notch higher. In a real context, any hypercar can be referred to as a supercar. With that in mind, hypercars represent the 1% population of supercars that boasts advanced cutting-edge technology and engineering that only professional drivers can fully harness and live to tell the tale. These are super fast cars that are designed and made for racetracks. The key determining factor for a hypercar is peak performance, especially in the speed and acceleration department. The sheer engineering genius and bodily design put into these cars place them well above supercars, hence why they will outperform any supercar in the market. Examples of the top hypercars in the market include the Ferrari LaFerrari, with a top speed of about 218 miles per hour, can jump from 0 to 60 in just 2.4 seconds. It clearly outperforms the Ferrari 488 GTB, which has a speed of about 205 miles per hour and can go from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 3 seconds, even though they are the same maker. Many would argue that the numbers do not exactly draw a clear enough line for differentiating between a supercar and a hypercar. Is a benchmark speed and acceleration rate established as a requirement for judging a car as a hypercar? Well, we'll examine that later in this video. If any hypercar is drawing a line in the sand to create a standard for both hypercars and supercars, that is the scintillating Mercedes AMG Project One. This is not mistaken with the 2017 Mercedes AMG R50 model stylized as One. But we got to say that the AMG One is an equally impressive car manufactured by Mercedes AMG as a limited edition hybrid sports car integrated with high-end Formula One technology. It is a rare series designed specifically for racers. After its unveiling at the International Motor Show in Germany, Lewis Hamilton and Dieter Zetsche, the head of Mercedes-Benz, made a show of it. It came out as an expensive piece of machinery valued at $2.72 million, with only 275 units of the car sold out that year alone. The number of orders Mercedes received for the car was 1,100 and 4 times more than the total vehicle unit produced by the German automaker. The sound of money didn't ring through the company as they chose to maintain the exclusiveness of the car and refused to produce more units. The car was exceptional and was voted on the cover of the popular video game Forza Horizon 5. Mercedes proceeded to release a new variant of the AMG One, the Project One. The car is a spitting image of the AMG One, as they share identical specifications. Still, the real difference will lie in the durability, performance, and dexterity across racing circuits and proving grounds. And much like the original AMG One version, 7-time F1 world champion Lewis Hamilton is said to be a part of the production team that will produce the car and later test the prototypes. Now, let's take a look at the specifications of Project One. The car will bring the best of the Formula One race technology into the streets. As you'd expect from a luxury car, it is not much of a passenger car with 2 seats and an engine that can generate over 1,050 horsepower and go well over 220 miles per hour. For one, it is similar to the Swift Formula One team race car, the Mercedes AMG Petronas, with the same 1.6-liter V6 hybrid petrol engine. The engine has 4 electric motors that can rev up to 50,000 times per minute. You needn't worry about the low fuel capacity, as the combustion engine combines perfectly with the electro-turbocharged system to enhance the drive energy per liter of fuel. It guarantees a thrilling driving experience with its amazing 8-speed manual transmission, all-wheel drive, and its brake system that is made up of high-performance carbon ceramic. Exterior. The car was fabricated with an eye for aerodynamics, and on the outside you'd recognize features like the movable slats that shield the front wheelhouses. Active flaps are attached to the front diffuser, a two-part extendable rear wing, and a DRS system. It all functions to suit the driver's chosen driving program. An air intake system is attached to the roof, and an aerodynamic fin goes all the way to the back of the car. Its unique wheels create a strong downward force that aids the car's move at top speed at high-speed corners without having to stall for brakes. Powertrain. The rating on Project One's powertrain debuts with 1,063 horsepower, firing through a hybrid drivetrain akin to the kind you will find in today's Formula One cars. It is the second Mercedes AMG vehicle to surpass the 1,000 HP mark. This incredible attribute could be due to the engine's 5 motors on board. It has an ICE, an internal combustion engine, and 4 electric motors. In its idle state, it can rev at 1,280 revolutions per minute, but maxed out at 50,000 when it hits the red line limit. The car's top speed is expected to be 220 miles per hour, produced by the 430 kilowatt engine. Electric motors. The 4 motors include the motor generator unit kinetic attached to the crankshaft, which can generate 120 kilowatts, and 2 other 120 kilowatt electric motors attached to the front axle. The 4th motor is the motor generator unit heat with 90 kilowatts of capacity. The motors are capable of saving and recovering energy and improving the overall energy efficiency of the car while operating the car. It generates electricity while braking and eliminates turbocharger lag while enhancing throttle response to keep the turbine spinning at high speeds. Energy loss through the exhaust is severely limited as well. Transmission. The transmission comes with a 7-speed clutch in addition to the common 4-disc carbon racing clutch often found in modern F1 race cars. This dual clutch system provides high engine power and torque to the rear wheels of the car. One particular reason why the makers opted for this type of clutch system is to keep the car light, a brilliant idea if we must add. Suspension and wheel. It poses a 5-link aluminum coil-over suspension with an adaptive dampening system to go with the push rod spring struts that can be adjusted over time. It also features an electric parking brake, brake assist, and a 3-stage ESP offering for the car. The NACA carbon fiber openings enable easy cooling of the brakes and generate more downforce to turn at high-speed corners without decelerating. Interior. The interior is one of the best parts, focusing on making the driver as comfortable as possible. With motorsport bucket seats, the driver gets a good grip on the Formula One steering wheel with knobs to fit in choice driving programs. Other cool features include the drag reduction system and an infotainment system designed to aid the drivers as much as possible. The bucket seats were hand-stitched, and Nappa leather was used to curate the comfortable seats, an emblem of the traditional luxury Mercedes has come to be known for. Driving mode. The driving mode features are insane. With an all-electric startup attached to the race-safe driving mode, this mode sees the car operate like an electric vehicle, thus conserving fuel at low energy. The internal combustion engine will only switch into action when the car begins to rev up for a higher power. The second mode is the race mode, which has a special charging mode that allows the combustion engine to run while the battery acts as a reserve power source, which keeps the car performing in the EV mode. The other mode is the Race Plus, which sees the car make use of its exterior aerodynamic flaps and slats, which fold and open up in shape with the car wing as well extended, and the front fender vents open up as the car gears up to the top speeds on the road and the track. The effects you will get from all these modes, including the strap mode, are similar to the kind used by drivers during qualifying sessions. A driver can drive using custom settings in the individual mode as they prefer. In the driving modes, the amount of downforce generated is different. The Race Plus mode yields 5 times more downforce than the EV mode or the normal race modes. With the DRS, the driver can easily increase or decrease the straight line speed of the car by lowering or raising the downforce by at least 20%. The car comes quite expensive as it's valued at $2.7 million as its manufacturer's suggested retail price, and the eventual retail price could raise to $3 million given how the low number of car units scheduled to be produced in late 2022. It is a highly exclusive car and would drive high demand when it finally launches. What do you think of this exciting new model? Do you think that the Mercedes AMG Project One is the future of hypercars? Let us know what you think in the comment section.